Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? All right. So, guys, if you're in a noisy environment, we would like you to mute yourself so that you can enjoy the session together. But can you all hear me? I need to confirm that you can all hear me. So let's do this. Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Or just use this chat section and type yes. So let's get that. All right, thanks very much for Henry Damilola. Yes, Felix, thanks very much. You guys can hear me. That's great. That's amazing. All right, so guys, you are welcome to the Analytics, Data Analytics Masterclass. Yeah, thanks very much, John. Thanks, Abby. Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Let's keep that coming in. Let's keep that coming in, okay? We just have few minutes, just a minute into the program, and we are starting now. While we wait for others to, join us so that we can do a quick introduction, and then others while we wait for others to join. So guys, you're all welcome to today's section. It's going to be an amazing section. Trust me. Everybody, we're all going to learn together. We'll be learning together. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks, Mr. Leo. Thanks very much for that. I know you can hear me and you can see me. That's amazing. So we are all learning together today. All right. So just a second for me to mute this person, Habib. I know you are in a noisy environment, but let me try as much as please try to, mute yourself. All right, so thanks very much, guys. Let everybody join the call. All right, so if you don't mind, there's something we love to do so much, and we'd like to take that again here. All right, so we'd like to know where our participants are joining us from. Yeah, thanks very much. You can hear me. That's amazing. Thanks very much, Hazan. You can hear me. All right. So we want to know where our participants are joining us from. If you don't mind, can you just use the chat section, type where, yes, I can hear you. That's great. Thanks, Innocent. Thanks very much, guys. Yes, just let's do this, guys. Just type in the chat section. Tell us where you are joining us. We want to know where our participants are joining us from. Ibado, that's from Joseph Shegu. All right, UK Olua Damila. Thanks very much, Dami, for joining us. Okay, guys, let's keep that coming in. Let's keep it going in. Okay, we get some people from Ekiti or your state, Nigeria. Okay, yeah, Lagos. All right, that's amazing. Worry. Okay, so let's keep that coming in. All right, let's type. Just tell us where you're joining us from. That's what we not want to hear from you. Tell us where you are joining us. Use the chat section and I want us to always use this chat section so that we all enjoy this section together. All right, so that's actually amazing. We have a lot of people joining us from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, Innocent from Calabar. All right, Innocent, thanks for joining us. So guys, let's keep that coming in. Everybody, tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us where you're joining us from. All right, so there's something amazing that I love to do very much. I love to ask my students, just tell us why you want to transition into tech or why you want to become a data analyst. If you have become a data analyst before or you've been in tech before, that's fine. That's amazing. I'm joining from Aksawa. That's from Ugoshuku Nwobi. Thanks for joining us, Ugoshuku. All right. So we want to know just a brief question. We want to take about 2 or 3 people. If you don't mind, you are not in a noisy environment, you are in a cool area, and you will know that you can unmute and speak to us. We would like to enjoy that from you. Tell us why you want to transition into data analytics or into tech. Tech is the real deal. Okay, let's take that to cash out from Joel. All right, that's amazing from Joel to cash out. Guys in this for the money. Yeah, everybody's talking about tech, the oil money. There is money in data. I just want to enjoy that money. Okay, but if you don't mind, you can unmute yourself and you want to speak to us. I need you to, all right, use the raise hand icon so that I can actually call your name so that we can hear from you to stay relevant in my office. That's from Joe Young. All right, thanks very much for that. You want to speak, you want to speak, you want to say something. All right, so let's take that from you. Just use the raise hand icon so that I will call you. All right, tell us why you want to transition into data analytics or you want to transition into tech. Anyone that want to share with us, you are very bold enough to to tell us. Just unmute yourself, just a minute, tell us. A minute, some seconds actually. Tell us why. Okay, I know that some of you don't want to speak, but I'm going to call names. Okay, that's from Odunayo. All right, so Odunayo, please kindly unmute yourself and speak to us.
All right. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Perfect and clear. I can hear
Hello,
you.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can
All
hear
right.
you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I feel so excited to be here because I want to know what is inside, let me put it, data analytics, right? I've been hearing some courses around tech, but when it comes to data, I really don't have an idea. So I'm so excited to be here. I'm looking forward to the training. Yeah, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you.
You're welcome, Odunayo. So she's just want to know, what is this data analytics that people are talking about? I want to know today. You're going to know. All right, we will break it down. That everybody, even if you've not been in tech before, you don't need a prior to be here. It's actually beginners friendly. We are going to be learning together. Right. So is there anybody that want to share again with us why he or she want to transition or want to become a data analyst? If you don't mind, you want to share your screen. You want to unmute yourself and speak to us. Okay, let's do that, and then we can dive into this section.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
thanks, Hassan. Hassan, I can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good
My
afternoon.
name is Azan. Actually, I'm an electrical personnel. I major in electrical installation, satellite, CCTV, and solar panel. But due to the changes in or diversification of our economy, as you all know, that IT is a new oil industry. So I just want to update and upgrade myself. That's why I'm dabbling into data analysis.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Thank you very much, Hassan. Just want to
You're welcome.
remain relevant. Okay, so if that job comes today and he just want to be job ready, all right, is there anyone that want to share with us why you want to transition into tech? If you don't mind, you want to share with us, unmute yourself. We'll take one person and then we dive into the session.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, my name is Mary. I'm joining from Oyo State. Okay, so I read education, and I know that in this part of Nigeria, education, basically teaching, doesn't really pay. So my transitioning into tech is because I really want to be able to fend for myself, get that money, that tech money. So yeah, that's why I'm transitioning into tech. And data analysis is knowing that you can get so many insights from just a data set is really mind-blowing. So that's why I chose data analysis. Thank you.
All right, thanks very much. Thanks very much for that wonderful sharing. So she just wanted to transition into tech because of the money. You understand? I don't know about others that are here that can hear me, right? But I am into tech because of this money, guys. Everybody's talking about tech. Everybody want to enjoy this tech money. You understand me? Nobody, especially the aspect of remote job. I want to stay at home. I want to work and earn my living, and that's amazing. Why people want to transition into tech, and that's the goal. Nobody want to suffer till he or she dies. Okay, we just want to remain relevant, work. Is it work less and earn more now? Right, so I've been in tech for so many years, and I have never been to any office before. I've never worked at any office, so it has actually been to balance work life and analyst, and always the tech. Yeah, always the tech. Yeah, thanks very much for that, Oluwasegun. And that's just the truth. Okay, I have been working for years now, and to be very honest with you guys, I have never been to any office before. And yes, I'm gaining, of course, I'm earning my money. Yeah, I've worked for different organizations, different companies across the globe, and then we get paid, especially, that joy that you are in some part of Africa. Let's use Nigeria as example, and you are earning in euros or you are earning in pounds, okay? That's a big money. You are earning in dollars. That's actually when you convert it to your currency, you are a big person. Amazing. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Just like I said earlier, it's going to be an amazing section. If you have not been in tech before, you have not heard anything about the data analytics, no, you have not seen data before, you are going to be working. It's going to be practical session, okay? Pure practical session, and we'll be learning together today. All right, thanks, guys, for joining us. I'm going to share my screen and introduce us to what we are here to balance the work life, and also for the tech money, the fact that you can work for multiple companies, amazing. The fact that you can work for multiple companies, and that's actually the enjoyment. Yeah, that's the amazing part of tech, right? Amazing. I mean, amazing part of tech, being a tech bro, being a tech six, you can work for multiple companies. Of course, I can remember back then in my life, that was about last year. Even early this year, I had multiple jobs, contract for here and there. And of course, because I don't go to any of big sites, stay at home and I work remotely, I could have to handle those jobs, all right? So guys, today's session is gonna be pure practical, just like I said, and we are gonna be learning together, all right? So let me just share my screen and then let's introduce us to what we are here, what we do. Just a second. All right, so guys, you are all welcome to Analytics masterclass. You are all welcome to Analytics masterclass. Now, this section is going to be recorded. You will be getting the recording, both the material, both the data sets that we are going to be using today. All right, so now for you to actually access that, for you to get that material, so there is attendance going on the in the chat section. I need you to fill in the attendance so that we'll be able to forward this on your email. Very simple. All you need to do is to fill the attendance, okay? Fill the attendance list so that we'll be able to, get all the recording, the materials across to you. All right. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Now, welcome to Analytics masterclass. All right. If you have been joining us before, you know that this session has always been an amazing one. And today is going to be the same. All right. So please take above that's actually the attendance. Please take your time. Take just a second. Take a minute and fill the attendance, okay, so that we will get access to all the materials I will be using today. All right, so welcome to Analytics, and then you want to begin your journey. You want to become a data analyst. This is actually where you'll be getting every information, everything that you need to know in order on how to become a data analyst. Okay, so this section is going to be in different parts. We're going to talk about who is a data analyst, what is data analytics all about, and then we dive into the practical part of this program, and then how to get started in data analytics. You want to become a data analyst. Everybody's talking about the money. You want to be part of people that will be enjoying the money. Now I want to enjoy the money. So guys, we are going to be talking about that at this third part of this program. So all you need to do is to stay to the end of this program, and everyone who has stayed to the end of this program, we are going to get what all the materials and even the slide I will be using today will get it across to you. All right. So welcome to Analytics once again. This is Analytics. Let's tell you what we do, and now there is that specific thing. There is that thing that makes us unique, and what is that? Our mission. All right, it's very, very important. I need you to take note of that. Okay, our mission is to provide individuals in the field of data analytics by providing comprehensive and accessible to learning. Yeah, now let me tell you something. Data analytics or tech can be it can actually be overwhelming. If you go about watching some random videos on YouTube, I'm being very honest, or you didn't get that knowledge, you didn't get that guidance, you didn't get that mentorship that you need to excel in the field of data analytics, you will find it difficult to excel. Now, what we do as a tech company is to ensure that we provide that comprehensive. Now, you see that word comprehensive, take note of that. and accessible training. Accessible training in the sense that even if you're sleeping, right, and someone asks you what is VLOOKUP, you'll be able to, come on, I remember the example that my tutor used then. You will be able to explain what VLOOKUP is. You want to get that job today, and somebody is asking you, you go for job interview and they're asking you what is macro in data, Microsoft Excel. Can you tell us more what you know about macro in Microsoft Excel? You'll be able to sit relaxed, answer that question. That's actually what we do here. And our programs are beginners friendly. So of course we are going to be saying it today. Our programs are beginners friendly. And of course, just like I have here, we tend to bridge that gap. Okay. That people say that, oh, I studied, someone said here that she studied is it education, right? And education is not about teaching. Do you know that in tech, you can probably study education and you can be like me? Yeah, you can be like me, who actually joy is in teaching people, imparting that knowledge. You can be part of people who can do this, okay? And you'll be earning your money, earning big. Trust me, right? So now we try to bridge that gap that even if you said that you studied law, I've not been in tech before, this man that, oh, if I didn't study computer science, I will not be a tech person. Trust me, see how we're going to break that might today. See how we're going to break it together. And so you are all learn together today. All right. So guys, we as an edtech company, we have trained over 3,000 participants across the globe. Okay. Someone said here that she's joining us from UK. We have a lot of people we have trained that are actually outside, both in and outside of Africa. All right. So people from Ghana, Australia, Canada, US, UK, we have a lot of people that we have trained, and that's about for over 3,000 participants across the globe, right? So, and who is this facilitator? Who is this person that want to talk to us today? And that's just me, right? So, my name is Chukwuka Chinyere. Oh, so I love to tell people about myself, right? My journey. We all started somewhere. I love to tell people this. We all started somewhere. Now, what do I mean that we all started somewhere, right? I was once let me say data enthusiast, and I want to become a tech person. But one day, you know what, there was just a certain day that I made that decision to move into tech, and today we are all enjoying it. I'm enjoying it actually. And just like you, who has not been in tech before, who has not handled data before, you understand me? Probably you've been to some other right? So principally you don't know. Thanks for that, John Young. Please, you are in a noisy environment. I would like you to mute yourself, okay? Which I've done that, okay, so that we can enjoy the session together. All right. So I have about 5 years of industry experience, and I have trained over 4,000 participants. I have trained over 4,000 participants. It simply means that I have worked for different edtech companies. I've worked for like a lot of them out there, and I've worked with organizations, companies. I've helped companies to make informed business decisions out of their data across the globe. I work with organizations in UK, Canada, Australia, and US as well, right? So, and I studied economics. I love to tell people about my background, because if you're here and you studied economics, it simply means that it's possible for you to be a tech bro or tech six. All right, so you did not study computer science and you want to become a tech person. It's possible. It's just what your determination. Now, all right, so if you have any question for me, I would like you to use this chat session. Let's use it, okay, so that I can pick that question there from you. Now let's talk about when we become a data analyst. Okay, data analyst, and that's what from the word data analytics. You're going to study data analytics, right? Now I want to ask us question here. If you know this question and you want to share with us, I don't mind if you can unmute yourself, share with us. Do you know? Please don't use Google, just your own understanding, right? What is data analytics? What is data analytics? You want to share with us? If you don't mind, please unmute. I would like you to use the raise hand icon so that I can see you and then call your name. Okay, you want to share with us what you know that it's data analytics. If you don't mind, share with us. So who we go? Let's take one person now. Not for my hand. All right. So yeah, Zubi. Yeah, please unmute yourself and speak to us, Zubi. So I've asked you to unmute yourself.
Yes, I have. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Zubin.
Okay. Well, I am a mathematician by training, but from the little I know about data analytics, there's a slight difference between data analysis and data analytics.
Yeah.
While analysis looks at records of the past, analytics looks at, future projection. That's the little I can say.
Okay. Thank you for that. Is there any other person that want to speak? If you want to speak, just unmute yourself and then speak to us. If there is nobody, and then we can just proceed with the training. Okay. Want to tell us what you know? That is, Zubi, you can please lower your hand. Okay, that's great. Thanks very much for that wonderful contribution. Right. So let's take that. Okay. Nobody. Yeah. Wabuzo Prince, please unmute yourself and speak to us.
Well, data analytics is where you analyze data using different tools such as Excel, Power BI, and Tablet, and every other analytical tools.
All right, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that, Mwabuzo friends. All right, so now I'm gonna, you know what, data analytics requires using analytical tools to analyze data. Thanks very much for that, Michael Cannon. Right, so I would like to break it down so that those that are not tech fixing or that you've not been in tech before, you've not heard the word data analytics, what is premise, so that everybody will understand what is data analytics, right? Now, let me take something. I'll start with who is a data analyst, right? Now, but before I move to that, do you know that organizations, they gather what? They gather data, right? They gather data. Now, what do I mean by data? You've been to, let's assume you've been to ShopRite, right? And then you buy something there and they are taking a record of what it was, right? So at that process, someone who is a specialist, who is an expert in tech, and that's what a data analyst, we come in, collect that their data. But now, before a data analyst will collect their data to analyze, I wanted to understand something. The organizations cannot make it, or the organization cannot make informed business decision with that raw data set. Okay, it requires the need or the expertise of a data analyst to come in and analyze the data. All right. Now, what organization does is to gather the data, bring it together, right? Or probably keep it, and of course, in not good format. Actually, we're gonna be talking about that at the end of the program, right? So the format of different formats that you will be seeing data, right? To know that this data is actually good and how to handle that data. All right, so okay, that's great. Thank you very much for that. Okay, let's talk about data analytics. Okay, now data analytics is the collection, right? Now, please take note of something. I want us to take note of something. It's the collection, transformation, and organization of data to draw conclusion. Now, please take note of this. All right, take note of this to draw conclusion and make predictions and drive informed business decision or informed business making. Okay, take note of this and this. Now, just like I said, organizations, they do what? They gather those data, right? They cannot make informed business decision with that data. Let's assume that let's use let's use ShopRite as example, right? They gather those data of how many customers that are into their that bought something for them, how many goods these guys are buying or they bought per month, right? They take note of all these things. But now let me take something. They cannot make informed business decision with that data, right? It requires the process of a data analyst to come in, collect the data, transform the data. Now, data transformation is just like you cleaning the data, yeah, of course, put it in good format, and that's actually something like a visualization. So they can make, of course, they're gonna make draw the conclusion from that data, right? Draw conclusion with that data. Of course, you can actually help them to make predictions. Now, I'm gonna talk about this thing in the next slide, and then drive informed business making. Now, if I come here, let's assume that this is the raw data of an organization. Okay, this is their let's say this is the customer ID, this is the name of the product, and this is the what sales, right? If an organization, now let's assume that you buy something from them and they're filling your name, there is a customer ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is what, this is your name, the product that you're buying from them or you bought from them. And then we have something like revenue or sales. That simply means the revenue generated from that sales, right? With this in a raw data set, they cannot make informed decision. They can't find out who is their loyal customer, and they can't find out which of these products are they selling most. You understand? So it requires the need or the presence of an expert who is a data analyst to come and collect their data, transform their data, that's clean their data, put it in good format, and visualize it so they can make informed business decision with their data, right? So, of course, and then data analyst is the process of analyzing raw data to find trend and answer questions. I need you to take note of this. Answer questions, all right? Answer questions. I'm going to talk about it in the next slide. So let's proceed with training. Now, if you're enjoying this, section, I need a thumbs up from you. If you are enjoying this, so probably yes, type yes in the chat session, or just a thumbs up. Let's do that. I just want to be sure that we are all on the same page. Okay, I just want to be sure that everybody, we are on the same page. Let's do that, guys. Amazing, amazing. Yes, thumbs up. Yeah, yes. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much. Thumbs up. Yeah, thanks very much, Ore and Anita. Right, so thanks very much, guys. Yeah, yes. Okay, we are all on the same page. You know, I said something when I started this program that we are going to be learning together. Okay, now, and I said something, right, that you should take note of what answer questions. Now, you are going to ask yourself, what are the questions that, you know, the process of analyzing data can help us to answer? And I said something. I said that those data that organizations have gathered, they can't make informed business decision without those data, unless an expert, right, who is a data analyst, will come in, carry their data, analyze their data, and, you know, draw conclusion with their, of course, from the data. Now, the question they're going to be asking is what? There are two of these actually types of data analytics. We're going to be focusing on these two. There are other types of data analytics. We are going to be focusing on these two. And that's what? Descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics. Now, the question is, what is descriptive analytics? Right? Now, descriptive analytics tend to answer the question, what happened? All right? What happened? With an organization data. At that process where you have collected the data, right? You analyze it, you make it from decision that you visualize it, okay? You are trying to tell the organization, this is what happened in your organization. This is how many sales or this is how many products that were sold in the month of, let's say, month of January, right? These are how many customers that you have, right? So you are at that point telling them what happened with their historical data that they shared with you, right? So after that, we are going to be looking at what we call this diagnostic analytics, right? Now, diagnostic analytics tend to answer why. Why did it happen? Right? Now, I always tell people something. As a data analyst, let me say your presence in an organization is beyond the visualization that you're saying there. That's why anytime we are starting to teach something like this, we, of course, our cohort, we introduce the students to what we call problem-solving techniques. All right, how you can solve problems, how you can make decisions with those, of course, how you can actually help organizations to make decisions. Is either by predicting their data, what we call predictive analytics, okay? Or, yeah, with this, you can tell them that this is actually what's happening in the organization. Then you try to probably get what we call external data. Now, we have what we call internal data and external data, right? You use internal data to answer this question, This is internal data, right? This is what happened in the organization. Then why did it happen is when you start looking at what external data, all right? So at that moment, you start asking them, guys, is there something that you guys did in the month of August? Probably that you did not take note of that in the month of October. So why is there good sales? Or why is there much sales in August? All right. Probably at that point, you are trying to help them more to answer that questions with their data. All right. So now let's talk about who then is a data analyst. With all I've said, I have actually thought about who a data analyst is. Okay, so let's look at it together. Who is a data analyst? Okay, with all said, all right, I've actually explained to you guys who a data analyst is, but then let's look at it in another angle. All right, probably with this, what I've said now, you know that okay, data analyst is that person that comes into organization data. All right, organization collect their data, analyze their data, visualize it. All right, help them to make informed business decision. Tell them that this is what happened using the word descriptive analytics. All right, and ask them why. All right, using what? Using diagnostic analytics, and of course, just like we have predictive analytics and we have other types of analytics actually, but we are focusing on this too because that's actually, let me say, the main part of data analytics. Okay. All right, so what are the responsibilities of a data analyst? To dig data from primary and secondary sources. In I said something, right? That we are going to be looking at what external data and internal data. Okay. Now, external data is the data inside the organization, right? And then internal data is the data outside the organization. Now, because you just come there, right? You take their data, look at the data, all right? It could either be internal data or external data. Remember, your goal is to help these people make informed business decision, right? Help them to draw conclusion so that they can be able to what? Do something that can help them to increase their sales, right? Of course, clean the data and discard irrelevant information, okay? So just like I said, I will share this slide with you guys, everybody. You can go through it, understand more about this, okay? You can see where I say create data, dashboard, graphs, and visualization. With this, organization can be able to make informed decision. Okay, this is actually where we're making good sales, all right? So we need to pay more attention to this. All right. Then if you don't forget, I said something, please. The chat section is open. You can use that to ask your questions. All right. I'll pick that from there. Here, hold on, please. Not everybody here knows what data analysis is about. All right, that's actually I have done that. Okay, I have explained what data analytics is all about. All right, and then another thing again, I need you guys to please kindly fill the form, all right, so that you can be able to get all this material across. So I thought you are advertised as a masterclass on building automated Power BI reports, not an to data analytics. Now, what's the essence of you learning dashboard, all right, without understanding what you're doing? I don't know if someone is getting that. Okay, someone said that he thought that he or she thought that this actually dashboard. If you are here for dashboard, of course you are going to get that, okay? But then please, just like an edtech company, we don't focus so much in building dashboard. We focus so much in you understanding what you are getting yourself into. All right. If you do not understand these terms, how then will you be able to analyze your data? How then will you be able to answer the questions that you need to answer with those data? Please, I need you to pay attention, all right? Don't be fast, okay? And then so that we can all learn together, okay? So we can I'm back, guys. I'm just sorry about that slide. Okay, Hassan, your this thing, your video is on. If you don't mind, please kindly turn it off. Okay. Hi, Hassan. Hope you can hear me. Please kindly turn off your video so that thanks very much for understanding. All right, so now let's look at this together. All right, so you have been hired as a data analyst to analyze the data and produce actionable insight. Now, this is actually a problem with this organization. They find it difficult, or I can't hear you from my end. Thanks very much for that. All right, probably you mean that you can hear me. I can hear you. Okay, thanks very much for that, Bolande. Right, so we are looking at two different things. The organization has a problem. All right, so the organization has a problem, and then they want someone who will actually come in, take their data, analyze it for them. Okay, now what is the problem that this organization are looking at? Right, or they have? Why do they need a data analyst? Right, so they are looking for someone who would actually help them to analyze their data so that they can be able to do what? Increase the opportunity to increase sales. Now, taking all of that, they want to find out how can we increase our sales, right? How can we increase our sales? And then, of course, customer satisfaction. How can we satisfy our customer, right? Because every organization out there, right, what they're looking at is profit. How do I increase my profit or my revenue, right? And then how can I satisfy my customer, right? So that I don't want to lose any customer. Yes. So now the data set we'll be looking at or we'll be using today is here. You can see download the data set here. So the data set we'll be using is here. Just like I said, we're going to share this with you. You get the materials, you get the data set, and then you build your own analysis. Okay. Now let's look at this together. Okay. So when you get the data set, you can see where it says download the data set here. You just click on that here. All right, click on that, and then can you please have access to the link of this class? Yes, of course, just like I said, you are going to get the material, everything, both the recording, okay? If you stay till the end of this program, and then if you fill the attendance, okay, you are going to get all this that you need, okay? What the recording is lifetime access. Trust me, when I say lifetime access, I mean lifetime access. Now, this is the organization data, right? So they are looking at, you can see the order ID, the order date, our customers' name and all that. What are the sales like? Who are the salespersons, right? What are the products? And then what category? We talk about they have their unit price, their revenue. All right, so let's see how we can analyze this data together. So guys, if you know, all right, I love to ask this question. If you know that you are enjoying the session, I need you to just what? Type in yes. We are diving into the practical part of this program now. If you are enjoying this session, type in yes. Yes, thanks very much for that, Anita. All right, Zubi, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I get that. I understand that. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks very much. Okay. Lawa, yes, yes. Right on. Thanks very much, guys. Okay, let's do this together. Let's do this together. So I want to show you Yes, we need this material, please. Just like I said, if you stay to the end of the, I've been able to download the data set. I have not been able to download it. If you don't have access to this material now, I said, fill the attendance sheet, okay? And stay to the end of the program. We are going to send all these things to your email, both the recording plus the material. We are going to send it to your email, okay? Just all you need to do is to fill the attendance sheet, okay? Now let's see. I want to show you guys something, right? What at the end we are going to help this organization to answer. Look at it now. You've seen the data I shared with you guys, right? With that, organization cannot make informed decision, right? They cannot decide that this is actually the product that we are making good sales from, okay? But then you as a data analyst, you've come in, look at the data and say, what? Guys, this is what you need to do, right? So this is what you need to do using visuals, using mind-blowing visuals, okay? Not confusing pictures, actually. So let's see how we will be able to do that. Then we move to the automative part of this program. How then can you automate the data so that the organization don't, they will not be waiting for you to come in, to show them that, okay, guys, I've analyzed the data last week. Okay, let's do it again next week. No, nobody's actually looking for that. They're looking for someone who can actually automate their process, okay, automate their data. So let's do this together, guys. Just a second. I want to get my Power BI. Okay. So the material or the software we are going to be using today is Power BI, okay? Power BI. And I'm going to share with you guys how you can get Power BI or how you can download your Power BI, okay? So everything that you need to get this done, we are going to be sharing it with you. And don't forget, always check the WhatsApp group because we always drop information there on that WhatsApp group, okay? So all that you need, right? How step by step on how you can download Microsoft Power BI. I will be sharing it with you guys. Okay. So let's do this together. I've opened my Power BI now. So I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys how we are gonna transform this data. Let's do this. Okay. Just some seconds, you see my screen now. Great. So this is Microsoft Power BI. Microsoft Power BI. Now, how do I get that data into this software? How do I get that data into this software? Now, there are actually many places where you can get data into your Power BI to start analyzing it, okay? You can see here under home, you can see get data. Please take note of all I'll be saying here. All right, so get data, right? And then come on, you can probably get data from different sources, okay? Yeah, you can get data from data base, right? From web, you can scrape data from web, and then of course you can actually automate it, right? Get data from different places and then analyze, okay? There's some organizations that they have their data in the cloud base, organizations like the World Bank, right? Yeah, UNICEF. How do you get their data? How do you analyze their data? We're going to be talking about that very soon. But then let's dive into our practical section again. So I'm going to select what? Excel, because my data that I will be using today, I have it on my what Excel. Okay, it's actually Excel workbook. So you click here, you look for the data, all right? So where you save the data. So this is my data Excel master class. Okay, so I'm going to click on the okay to import it. So we are importing the data. We are importing the data. All right, guys, please do not forget to fill in the attendance sheet, okay? Okay, so it's loading. Our data set is loading. Okay, now, this interface, I want to believe you can all still see my screen, okay? Now, there's what we call ETL in data, ETL, right? Now, what is ETL? Now, E simply means extract, right? Extract, right? T means transform, okay? Transform. Pardon my handwriting. And then L means load, okay? Load. Now, what is extract? When you have extracted your data, right? And it will move it to this interface you can see on my screen. Now, this is navigator interface, right? This is actually where you can then make the decision, do you want to load your data or you want to transform your data, right? Now, extract is what we have done now. We have extracted the data, okay? So the next thing is to what to is either to transform the data or to load the data. But then anyone that you want to do, please pay attention to something. It's good that you transform the data, right? It's good because it will take you to another engine, my Microsoft Power BI, right? It will take you to another engine. That's actually where you'll be, transforming your data, cleaning your data, right? Is there, find out if your data is actually dirty or not, okay? So we are going to click on the data, highlight it this way, and then you can see transform data, right? So we have moved this data set from Power BI, right, to another engine in Microsoft Power BI, right, in Microsoft Power BI, and that's what we call Power Query. Amazing. You can all see my screen now. Perfect. Now, when you bring your data, right, it's good that you take note of something. It's good that you take note of something. Right now, what I need you to take note of is these figures that you can see on my screen, and that's what this. All right, these things you can see on my data, okay? Now, you need to find out, do we have what? Do we have empty cell, right? Is there any empty cell on this data, right? Do we have all that? Is my data clean, okay? Now, let's take note of this. Now, when you all have this, okay, of course, for you to activate this on your own, go to view. This is view tab. This is view tab. If you want to activate that, okay, go to, you can see column quality, okay, column quality. If I check it, you won't see that again, okay? So highlight the column quality, right? And to find out if you have a strong, your data, if it's actually full or you have dirty data, okay? Now, another thing again we need to look at is to look through the data. Let's look at it together, okay? Let's look at it together and check if there is anywhere we have less than 100% valid. Okay, amazing. So now let's look at this together. This unit price, okay? Let's find out. Let's look at it together. You can see we have no, right? No. That's actually amazing. Now, it's for you to know when to clean your data, right? So, yeah, hello, your sheet is showing what you are talking is. You can see your screen. Okay, just a second, just a second. Just a second. I just, you can see my screen now. This is Power Query. You can see, I need a yes or thumbs up. You don't see anything. All right, just now you can see my screen, okay? You can see my screen, just a yeah. Let me get that yes. Now, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Now, let's look at this together. We have our unit price, and then filtering it, we find out that we have no. No simply means empty. All right, now, I will stop you with something. It's beyond you knowing how to visualize your data. All right, so it's good that you know how to clean your data, know when to, handle your data, when to, what to yank, and the process to do that, okay? If not, you will not, your data or your values might not be 100% correct, okay? Now, for us to do this, okay, we right click on the data and you can see there's something we need to do, right, with that data. And we can see replace values, okay? Let's do this together. Now, what they say, value to find. What do we want to find? We are telling Power BI, right? Go through this data. We have a column that is what is empty, right? And that empty we can see is spelled as null, N-U-L-L. Now, please take it or something. If you use capital letter here, it's not going to work because it's case sensitive, okay? Now, we're telling Power BI to do what? To replace it with what? 0. So I'm saying, instead of giving me that null, right, just give me 0, okay? So I'll click on OK. So it's loading, perfect. So we still have 1 here on this quantity, Then I'll right click on it to go to replace values. So something here, I'll say, look for null, right? Look for where you have null, and then do what? Replace it with what? 0. And then click on OK. Perfect. Gradually, we've cleaned our data. Right, so everything is 100% valid, 100% valid. So guys, you don't need to work on a data set. You need to know when to, when to clean your data and what to do with your data. Okay, perfect. All right, so I just now you can see my screen. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to come to home. All right, on the home tab, you can see here, close and load. But before we do that, I need us to change the name of our data set. It's Axlin, okay? It's bearing sheet 1. So I'll call it order data, okay? Order data, and then we can, okay. So under home now here, you can see close and apply, close and apply. So click on close and apply, and let's see what Power BI is going to give us. What Power BI is going to give us. So now we've what is loading our data. You can see loading. You can see it's loading. Okay. So let's give it some seconds to load our data. So Power BI is actually taking its time to load the data from Microsoft Power BI and Power Query environment towards to the Power BI again. So with this, we are going to start analyzing the data. Right? We are going to start with our analysis straightforward. Perfect. Some seconds, data is trying to load here. Just some seconds. Perfect. So we have the data. You can see it here. Under data here, you can see data. Okay, you can see it here. When you expand it, you see all the columns that are inside the data set. Okay, all the columns that are there. Right. So let's proceed with our analysis. Now there's actually other interface, okay, in Power BI, okay, so we have your data is not showing again now, okay, my screen is actually showing. Can you all see my screen? You are seeing Power Query, Power BI interface, okay, you can see something like build visuals with your data. Can you see that? Okay, please, I need a yes or thumbs up so that we can proceed. I don't want to keep us late, okay. Yes, thanks very much for that, Felix. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome. That's great. So guys, now you need to look at your probably your internet connection, okay, especially if you are in Nigeria. Look at your internet connection and find out where the problem is coming from, okay. So now here we have what other views. Now we have a report view. This is where we build our data, our dashboard, right? All right, so now we have table view. Table view is when you start seeing your data in tabular form. You want to see it in what? In tabular form. So let's look at it together. So you can see that data we imported from what? From Power Query to Power BI. Now, let's move into our analysis. I need us to take a note of something. There's what we call KPI, right? KPI. That's actually key performance indicators. Key performance indicators. Now, you as an analyst, you need to understand something, right? You need to show this organization the key things. What are the key things, right? That are driving value, revenue for them, okay? How do they generate their revenue, all right? What are the principles that has been guiding the organization, right? So let's look at it together, the KPI. So looking at the data we have here, all right, if I am the analyst, of course, we are the analysts under this data together now, right? I'd like to find out, I'd like to find out how many goods were ordered in this company. How many goods were ordered in this company, right? And I would like to find out how many customers do they have? Because if you're analyzing now, that's actually where technical skills come in, right? Domain knowledge, okay, right? So if you're analyzing organizations' data, you need to understand something. How many customers do you guys have, right? Because if you have 10 customers and you're comparing yourself with someone who has 20 customers, come on, you're not getting there, right? So we need to look at how many customers they have. Probably we can advise them on how they can probably increase their marketing so that they can be able to get more customers, okay? Now, that's actually for what customers, right? And I would like to find out probably total quantity. How many goods do this customer ordered? How many goods do they order? Please, guys, do not forget to fill in their attendance, okay? And then another thing again is, what is their total revenue? What is their total revenue? Right, so now we are going to do this together. There's what we call DAX, right? DAX in data or in tech, right? So as a data analyst, you need to understand these words, okay? KPI, DAX. Now, what is DAX? DAX, data analysis expression, right? Data analysis expression. That's actually calculation that we do using our data, okay? Calculations that we do using our data. Now I'm going to do this. I'll right click here and I'll see. You can see new measure. New measure simply means that you want to do a calculation. You want to calculate something. You want to calculate something, all right? So let's come. So this is it. You can see I'll come here. So this measure simply means the name. I don't want to have it as measure, right? I want to name it total ordered because I want to find out how many goods were ordered, okay? Total ordered. That's equals to, you can see equal to here, right? Equal to, oh, just a second. I mistakenly click on something. Let's get that, okay? So now, total ordered equal to, now, what do you want to calculate? All right, Hassan, please do not scrape on my my screen, all right? I want to calculate how many goods were ordered. How many goods, all right, Hassan? Probably you are scraping on your screen and that's actually affecting me here, okay? If you don't mind, please do not do that again so that we can all enjoy this learning together. So now I'm gonna say, I want to find out how many goods you ordered. I'm gonna use the do we have, yeah, we have order ID. Now this, you can see here order ID. That's what identification number. I don't know if you've gone to ShopRite. I'm using the word ShopRite because that's actually where most of us have gone to, right? So and you want to buy something, you find out that they have what tag numbers, right, on those products. That's actually what the ID of those products, okay? So let's look at the total goods that we ordered using their order ID. And for us to ensure that we don't have any duplicates, right, we use distance. Okay, you can see when I see click on distance, you can see distance count. What do we want to count? You just type order and you can see order I. Okay, let's look at it for okay, look at it together. Look at it here. You can see order ID. I'll close my parentheses. Is either you click on this to commit it, or you click on use enter on your distance to get that done. To get that, please I will appreciate if I can have a recording of this because I'm just there's no problem. Just like I said, fill the attendance, okay? There is attendance sheet going on in the chat section. Use that, fill the attendance, and then please do not forget to stay at the end of the program because it's beyond this. There's something amazing we want to show you guys, okay? So now, another thing again I would like us to calculate is we're going to be looking at 2 or 3 more. So let's calculate their total revenue. Okay, so let's say total revenue equal to, we are going to do what is sum it. So we're going to use sum function. Just type revenue and you will see it there. Okay, you can see it there. The next thing is to what? Commit or use enter on your keyboard, right? Or you use enter on it. So we have calculated how many goods we ordered in this company, and we've calculated their total revenue. So let's find out their total quantity. How many of these products are this organization selling? Okay, quantity means how many for each of these products that they are selling. So I'll click here and I'll say new measure. So Fabia is taking its time to do this. Okay, new measure. Let's look at it and say total QTY as that's actually the quantity. Okay, so I'm gonna do what? Sum it, right? I'm going to sum the products that they are into. So I'll just type what? Quantity, type quantity, you see all the column that starts with what? Quantity. Then you hit enter and then click on that. Amazing. So there's something again I would like us to take note of, right? There's something again I would like us to take note of. Okay, so let's use this 3 analysis KPI again. Let's use this 3 KPI. Okay. Second. So now we have done this. Amazing. Now the thing again I need us to dive into is what? The visualization. Everybody, you are excited. You want to see what we can develop using the data set that the organization has shared with us. Visualization. See, let me tell you guys something. This organization, now let me say, some of what these guys, right, the employers, they don't know anything about this fine dashboard. All the data set, all they need you to use charts. Show them that, okay, this is actually where you're making profits, okay? This is where you need to pay more attention to. This is where you're not getting it right, okay? So that they can make informed that business decision, okay? So now let's dive into the analysis, okay? So what we see here, this interface is called Canva. I'm going to right click on it. I'll say format my Canva, format my Canva. Now, by default, it's white, right? By default, it's white. When you click on more colors, so I want to do something now. Now, this is actually not a must, right? But I want to change the color, okay, so that FAE5 DI, so I have so that I don't make a mistake, okay? So I hit enter. Let's see. FA now. So I'll turn the transparency to 0. Okay, so I have this. Okay. Now it's just to change the background, okay? It's just to change the background. But pay attention. I always tell my people something, right? Your pictures should not be shouty, all right? You're not an artist. You are a data analyst and not an artist, okay? So you need to make it cool. Right, now let's move into the pictures. I'm gonna select this total goods that we ordered. All right, but before I dive into this, I want to do something. So just a second. So I'm gonna collapse. Okay. So collapse here. Oh, this is. So I'll collapse this. Okay. Let's collapse this one now. Yes. So let's go to insert column. Okay, you can see it here. So let me bring this thing down so you can all see how I'll be there. So go to insert. When you click on insert, you can see shapes. So I'll select this rectangle shape. Okay, so then let's look at it, how we can use this. Okay. Now looking at what we have here, right? Looking at what we have here. We have blue, but I need us to change the color. Okay, I need us to, visualize it, make good sense of it. Okay, so when you format it or you go to the shape format on this ribbon to get that done. Okay, so you can see size and style. So I'm going to click on it. So you can see it, it will what? It will open. If you want to, this is actually, if you want to increase the size, right? You want to change the width, you can use this, okay? Come to size and width and do that, okay? But then I don't think I need to do anything there. I'll just go straight to shape style. All right, so you can see few. Now, few simply means the color there. If I turn it off, you can't see anything there. So it's gonna be on. But the only thing I need to do is to change the color. Okay, I'm gonna change the color to 096, and this is actually a color code. You can decide not to change any color. All right, you can decide to choose what you have there. Okay, so I have this 6B, right? Amazing. So this is the color I want to use. This is the color I need to use for my dashboard. So I have this like this. So here, Control D, okay, to get that duplicated. So I'm going to duplicate that. All right, Olua, Damien, Chris, and then okay. So now we have this done. Then let's proceed with 6 with R. So click on this. Now we have highlighted what the total this thing, all right? The total goods that we ordered. Now we have different visualization tools. You can see it here. We have different visualizations, so you can see by default is in here. This thing is on what card, but then I don't have it just card. Okay, I'll move to what card new.
Mommy.
Oh God. I'm going to select it to oh, this is embarrassing. So I'm gonna mute everybody now. Thanks very much. So we have this done. We have this, okay. So this is what we have. Total goods. I'm gonna drop it here. So let's resize this a bit. Okay, so let's collapse this. Yeah, so we are going to drop it here, something like this. Something. Let's resize this a bit. Amazing. So this is great. Okay. So now another thing again we need to look at is what by now you can see that that value has actually gone back. Okay, so what you can do, right? Why this one is highlighted? Come to format and say send to back, right? Come to the format and click on what? Send to back, so that we can have this outside here. Now let's format this. Let's format our values. Okay, let's format our values. So when you click on this, you can actually, resize it. Okay, but I would like to see all the values. Put it in a sense that you can see all the values. You can see it now. So why this thing is highlighted? Okay, so let's go through how we can format it. Okay, how we can format it. So I'll go to format. Now I'll go straight to the image. Yes, go straight to image. Sorry, card. So I'll go straight to the card because this is card that we're using. Okay, I will go straight to the card. Now the background is white. The question is, do you want to change the background or you want to have it this way? I would like to change the background to the background that I'll be using, and this, okay. So we have this way. Now, another thing again you need to take note of, we have changed the background, right? You can just add shadow. It's not a must to do this or check it. I don't think we need shadow with this, okay? Then let's collapse this. Let's collapse this. Another thing again we need to take note of is the call out values. Call out values simply means these values that you can see here. So it's black. Damn, I don't think we need to have it black. Okay, we can choose this color. Yeah, so that people can easily see it. We can choose that. Okay, Another thing, if you want to reduce the values, you can come here, change the values, but I think I have it, it's fine now, so that people can easily see it, okay? People can easily see that, okay? So I'll collapse the callout value. I will go to layout. Right now, this layout, you don't need it, okay? You don't need it. Now, what this simply means is that do you want to change the layout that we have there? Right, you want to change it to probably any shape of your choice. Just like I always tell people, leave it like this, okay? Don't put it on the table, leave it on this card, okay? So let's go up. We don't need anything here. Okay, we don't need anything there. So let's see. If there's something that we need to change, yeah, okay, so no, we don't need everything. But then let's proceed, okay? I would like us to do something now. But let me ask, do you notice something with this card before I will proceed? Do you notice something? Let's see those that have used this. I've done this before. Let me take that from the chat session. We are doing this together, guys. What do you want me to? What do you want me to? What do you want me to do? Oh, sorry about that. That was actually when your mic was unmuted, okay? We can see the results of your calculation. This is actually the result that you're seeing on my screen, okay? This is the result that you are seeing on my screen now. So if you have any question, please don't forget to use the chat session, drop it there so that we can take that from there, right? We can take that from there. So another thing again we need to look at before I proceed, okay? I think I have something. The color of the change of the figures. Okay, want us to change it? All right, there is we actually wanted to stay to the end because there's something amazing that we want to share with everybody, which is something that you are gonna be benefiting, right? So if do you want us to change the color of the callouts? So I don't think we need to change anything there. Okay, if I scroll down, and you want us to move it to black, it will be very dark because we are using now something I want us to look at is that there is values here. The names of these things are not showing, so I will open the label, right, and then I will take it to this color. I'll change it to something like this so that you can see their names. You can see it now: total order, total quantity, and total revenue. If you want to increase the size, you can increase it. If you want to bold it, of course you can bold it, okay? But that's fine with that, okay? Let's proceed with other things that we need to see. Now, let's find out, right? Let's find out the total revenue because they are focusing on what? How they can increase their what? Their sales. So I will select total revenue. I want to find out total revenue. Box 6, what? Their customer, let's use product now, for example. We're going to look at different things by what their products with their products. So this is with Dix, all right? Let me just put it on focus mode so I can see. With Dix, right? The organization can see that the goods, all right, out of the goods that they are selling, that the one that they're generating more revenue from is what? Coffee. You can see it here, coffee, right? But with what they have before, they can hardly make decision with that to find out, oh, which of the product is actually giving us what? Much revenue. So let's bring it down, right? And then you can, of course, format this, okay? Let's take it this way. Keep it down. I'm gonna keep it short. Keep it short. Another thing again we need to do, probably format this, okay? So I'm gonna go to format. I'll just be a bit fast, okay? So here, right, I'll put the value to pure black so that people can easily see it, okay? That's actually the y-axis. Then come here, I will up the title. Yes, we need to up the title. Now, another thing again, let's go to what our x-axis. So I'm going to turn up the titles and the values. That's what is on this, okay? Or this bottom part of this program, this chart, okay? So we need to turn it off so that we can see all our things very clear. So another thing is the bars. The bars are simply means this, right? So do I need to change the color? The answer is yes. I want to change the color. because I don't want to have it this way, right? I just want my dashboard to have just 2 colors, okay? Just 2 colors. Then I've changed the color of that, okay? Another thing again, you might want to do probably when you are practicing on that, I'll just do it once, is to probably add shadow to this, and then you can see what we have done, right? So another thing again, I feel like we need to see, the organization needs to see the title of the card. All right, thanks very much. I've done that. Okay. So another thing again, I think that the organization needs to see is actually sales, right? That which is what? Revenue by months, right? So which of the months are they making much sales? You need to show them, right? By default is already on this line chart, okay, is here. So let's format it. Just pay attention, let's format it. Let's see how we can format that, okay. Of course, the title is fine. You want to turn off the value or change this to pure black. All right. So for those of us that are seeing this for the first time, right, it's not hard. Trust me, it's not hard, okay. All you need to do is to pay attention, watch what I'm doing, and then of course when you get the recording, you can as well practice that, okay. You can practice that. Say we have done this, right, but I need us to format this this a bit. Let's make it look good. Okay, you can see that this line has blue color, just like I said. I don't want it to have more than 2 colors, right? So I'll go to lines. You can see lines. Yeah, building dashboard can be somehow sweet, trust me. So I'll change it to we have it solid. So let's see. Okay, this is fine actually. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Let's see if there's another thing we need to change here before we move to color. So the line, so I love to have it smooth. Okay, smooth, you can see it here. So color, I'm going to use this same color that I've been using. All right, and then probably turn off the shade area. Now, thing again, I need you to take note of, okay, I've turned off the marker. Is the data labels, right? Show them. Now, what I mean, let me put it this here so that you can see it, right? You can see, let them see the values they are getting. Well, how much are they making from these things? You can see December is actually where they made the most revenue, and that's how much, $67,000, okay? $67,000. So compare with other months, look at what they even generate in February and then April. But then trust me, we can do better. Now we have shown them what they need to see. Another thing again, I would like to see if I am the CEO of this company. Now, take note of something. Anytime you are analyzing organization data, please take note of this. See yourself that you are the person that they are presenting this thing to. So anytime I find myself in the position to analyze organization's data, I always look at it that I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO. This is what I would like to see. Okay, so I would like to see total revenue, right? So I would like to see total revenue. Let me say, we have different states where they sell their products. Okay, so let's say, state. Okay, please, standards, okay. So now this is fine, but you can use something like charts to to show them, map to show them this, okay. Now it depends on if you want to use chart, map, right? But then I would like to use map. I would like to use map. I'm going to use the normal map that we all know, or we can easily have access to. Okay, so this is the map now. Let's bring this thing down so we can all see this. Yes, we've collapsed that. So this is our map. Is there something we need to do on this map? Probably change the color of this, okay? But that's actually not a problem. Now, another thing I would like to see if I am the CEO is which of my customer, because they are looking at what? Customer satisfaction. Now, I'd like to see who is that person that patronizes my organizations most. All right. So if there's something like want to give out bonus, so we will know that these are the guys that, we need to give out bonus, right? So I would like to look at customer's name. Yeah, you can see customer's name by total revenue. So I'll select what? Total. It's amazing. So let's look at this together. Amazing. So the first customer who has patronized this organization is what? Company D. Actually, I don't know how they named their customer, Company B, right? But then let's see. Let's format it. So let's recheck these things, okay? So that people can see it very well. Because whenever you are analyzing data, right, so you need to understand that people don't need glasses to see it. If not, you can actually use two-page to achieve whatever you want to achieve, okay? Instead of using, allowing your audience to use what? Use glasses to see this, okay? So now we've done this, okay, as well. So here, you know how we formatted this, so you can come back here and format this. Another thing, because it's not complete if we do not name these companies, the data sets, okay? Let me say the analytics. When you are analyzing organizations' data, you need to type, okay, this is Mr. B's companies, right? Or this is I don't know, let me say MTN analytics, okay? Now let's look at this together. We are in AMDA analytics, okay? Yes, we are learning from the expert. Okay, so now is what AMDA analytics sales report. Okay. So I'm gonna highlight it and then come here. Oh, sorry about that. So I'll change the what? I'll change the cells. I'll change the chart here. I'll come here, I'll select any shape of any font of my choice. I love to use Georgia. I'll select Georgia, right? And then say I'll increase the font. Let's increase it to something like 24. And text font color, we can move it to something like this, okay? Yeah, resize this. So let's take it here, right? And then resize it. Just some seconds, let's do this, okay? So now we have this, okay? Another thing again you need to take note of, right, is to format this thing, okay? Format it. Now, what do I mean by formatting it? Let's yank off the white background because it's showing us what? White background. So I'll come here. Let's collapse this. So clicking on this, right? There is a data there. We need to highlight it, okay? So Control A to highlight. We can see it. So I'm going to bring it down so that we can all see it. Okay. So this is it here. So Control A. I don't know why Control A. I'm not sure that I know the values, but then let's do it again. The analytics. The analytics sales report. Okay, Control A to highlight it now. Right, so I'm going to increase this font size. Right, so when you have something like this, you see the font size here. So here, I'll change it to Georgia. Okay, so I'll change it to Georgia. Then increase it to something 24. So this is great. So I'll drop it here. I will drop it here. Now you have it here, white. But for me, I don't think that white is cool because our black is cool. So I'll have it something like this. This is amazing. Now we have done one part of this program. So you can use what we call slicer to filter this thing, okay? So let's just insert one slicer. Using month name, right? So I'm going to select month name and then I'll move on. I'm moving on to slicer. Now, so this is slicer. You can just come here. Now, if you can't see this thing very well, okay, and when you are looking for something, you can't see it very well, you need to, hover your cursor on this. So we are looking at slicer. So I'll select slicer. I'll come here, resize my dixon. I'll drop it here. you can just format it, okay? Now, what I mean by formatting it, let's take it to good shape where you can see it. Okay, so I'll just come to slicer settings. Sorry. Should I use shape? Okay, let's look at layouts now. We're looking at card. Sorry, so slicer. So when you increase this thing, right? When you increase it like this, you can see how it takes. So it's actually not making much sense, okay? And if you put it this way, you cannot see it very well. You can actually use a drop down, right? So why this thing is highlighted, right? Why it is highlighted. Sorry, I just want to use the normal slicer that you all know and can easily access, okay? So why this thing is highlighted, I'll go to slicer settings. Then from vertical, I'll move it to, probably you can use drop down or you can use tiles, okay? You can use any of this choice of your choice, okay? So now let's look at this together. I want us to look at something together. Now let's look at the sales, the total sales of this organization, or whatever that has happened in this organization in the month of January. So let's look at it. So I'll select January. So let's look at it together. So this is January, you can see it here. Now, total goods that we ordered in this organization or this company, in the month of January, there were just what? 29 goods. And this is actually quantity. I mean, that's actually how many products, right? And then the total revenue that this organization what generated. Now, let's look at map together. That's actually what states where they are selling their products. Where do they make much sales from? Looking at this, you can see this is where we have the highest boo-boos. All right, so click on this. You can see that what the NY is where they made what their highest sales, right? They made their highest sales. Now, this is what one part of this program. Now, you have done this. Now, let me share with you. Organizations are not waiting for you to do what? Start analyzing this thing every day. No, they want to see it. What is going on in the organization? So today, we have total sales of 20,000 naira, right? Now, tomorrow, we have total sales of 5,000 naira. What is the next thing you need to do is to what? Automate. Now, we are moving to the automation. Now, how you can automate this thing we have done, right? How you can automate it. Now, you have to save the data first, right? So I'm going to, I'll just, when you save it and you can see, save it. Let me find one to save it. Okay, let's say, master class. All right. That's main. Okay, so I'll do what? Save. Now we have saved the data. Now this thing is what? It is publishing. We are publishing it online straight. Now that's actually where you then need to automate it. Now you can see the interface, right? So let me just make sure that you can see this interface, right? So you can see this interface on my screen now. This is asking me, where do I need to publish this thing to? And now this thing you're seeing is cloud-based or Power BI, the cloud-based, okay? So I'm gonna just click on my workspace and then click on select, okay? Click on select. Perfect. I have published this thing online. Now we're moving to automation. If you are enjoying this session, right? I need you to type yes. I need to get yes before I proceed. If you are enjoying it, so guys, type yes in the chat section. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that so we can proceed. You are enjoying this. We are not seeing anything. Now I'm not sharing. I'm asking you if you are enjoying the yes, so amazing. Yeah. Thanks very much, guy. Young. I love your response. So you type yes. That's great. That simply means that you are enjoying this. We are learning something. Just like I told you guys, when we started that, we are going to be learning together. We are going to be learning together. Now let's move to the automation, and I'm going to talk about what is automation, right, and how it works. So I will go to my just a second. Okay, let me go to the normal texting. Okay, so I'll go to my, so this is I'll go to my open any browser of your choice, right? And type app.powerbi.com. app.powerbi.com. Now, before you can access this, right, you need to have, is either you have a organization's email, right? Your organization, they are partnering with Microsoft, right? Or you have school email, or then Microsoft account. So I just published this thing online. Now let's look at it together and see if this thing is here and how we can automate it and how we can. You teach excellently. That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Shika. You did the publishing of your data online. Yeah, I published. When you publish something, all right, you are publishing the dashboard and the data set together, right? So now let's go to our workspace. Let's go to our workspace and look for that data we've published. Now, before we move to that, I want to show you something. When you come down here, right? Now, I said something before you can access this, you will need to have work email address. You need to have work email address, okay? Now, let's look for that which I have published. Master class. So let's look for it together. Sorry. So I have a lot here. I have a lot here. So let me look for it gently. Okay. Just a second. I just want to see it. Okay, why am I not seeing it? It's supposed to be here because I published a lot. Right, so I can't see it, but now it's actually here. But I don't know why I'm not seeing it. So this is the one I published before. This is the one I have published before, okay? So if I open it, you're going to see it. But then I want us to do something. I want us to do something. I'm going to cancel that, okay? So I published this thing on my workspace. This is my workspace, right? Now, if you come to your workspace, there is a lot of things that you can see on this My Data. You can see a lot that I have published. Now, when you publish organization's data, then we come here. Then all you need to do is to you can look at it here, look at the masterclass me. Now, when you publish, just like someone who asked a question, you are publishing what's the dashboard plus what's the data set. Now, come to this one, you can see masterclass me. So if I click on it, I'll open it, okay? So I'm going to move straight to because we are taking time, okay? I'm going to move straight to how you can automate the process. Now you can see schedule, refresh. So I'm going to click on that, and when you hover your cursor on that, you can see that, okay? Now, you need to download Gateway to be able to access this, okay? You need to download Gateway. In order to do that, if you want to download Gateway, so you see this drop down. When you click on this drop down, you see Gateway download, okay? Data Gateway. Now let's go to this is data source credentials is correct, so you can see it's cool. If I have any issue, I can just come here and then find out where the issue is and sign in, okay? And sign in. Now we are going straight on how you can automate these things. How you can automate this, okay? So you can see refresh, I will open it. Now I need to turn it on. I need to turn it on. Now when you turn it on, guys, you're gonna see something. Refresh frequency. Now this is asking you, how long do you want this data to refresh, okay? You can say daily, you can say weekly, right? If it's weekly, is it Monday? Is it every Monday? Is it every Tuesday? But let's use daily so that we can. Now, organizations, nobody want to wait for 1 week or 2 weeks. This is actually the trend. Now, if you're a data analyst, you need to look at trend. What are the trends in the market, right? Are you waiting for someone to tell you that you need to know how to automate organizations, right? Now, actually, that was actually, is it last year? I got a contract with someone who is in Canada, and the guy said something. I don't know how to do the exchange. I just need you to show me how I can be automating. I won't be seeing you every time to do this thing. And do you know how much I corrected just because I want to show this guy how to automate the report? All right. So now I've done it. Then so you're gonna select the time, the time zone. Okay, if you're dealing with someone in Canada, just select Canada. Right, and then add time. You see this one. Do you want this thing to automate every 1 a.m. So let's do 1 a.m. and probably 6 okay, let's do 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m. Now, it simply means that every 1 a.m., that report we published online is going to what? Refresh. Every 5 p.m. is going to do what? Refresh. So that simply means, as a CEO, if you wake up every morning, you've seen what has gone through in your data. 5 p.m., you're going to see what these guys, right? So it's hard for someone to actually see from you. Now, after doing this, what you click on apply, you can see masterclass mail refresh, schedule updated. Now let's look at our data together. So I'm going to go back to my okay, let's look at it together here. I want to click my workspace. Oh, okay, let's just go to my workspace. Okay, so I'm going to search for it here. Pardon my, I have a lot I have done here. Okay. Okay, so just a second. I can't see the name very well. So let's see. I'm looking at this. Let me see. Okay, this is it now. So if I click on this, now look at it together. Now let's look at it together. Say the next refresh, you can see it here. It simply means that Dixon 1 a.m. has gone, right? It's going to refresh by what? 5 p.m. That's I'm using Canada time, actually. I don't know why, but it's going to refresh at what? 9 p.m. probably 9 p.m. Canada time. Okay, now guys, this is actually how you can automate your process. Now all the CEO needs to do is just what? I woke up in the morning, I'll check my report. How many sales have these people actually made through my through let me say through our products? How many products are we selling? With this, people can hardly steal from any CEO. I don't know, but this me just telling you this part, okay? Now you have done this, right? But now let me tell you something. There is more to this. Now, there is more to this is that you cannot learn everything that I've said here in one day and become a data analyst, right? Now, every organization is actually looking for someone who will actually help them to make what? That informed business decision. How then, and nobody's looking for someone that who is actually not good with what they're doing, okay? Everybody's looking for what? An expert. And this is what we are known for at AMD Analytics. Now, we have done this. Now, let me share with you the second, or if not the second part of this program, right? We have done this, right? We talked about the meaning of data analytics, who a data analyst is, and what these guys do. We've done this and we share with organization, which is this, okay? Now, let's look at how do I become a certified data analyst, and what are the things that I need to do, right? What are the let me see the roadmap now. How do I become this? Because everybody says Sunday, right? When we started, people said that I want to become a data analyst because of the guide, the money. Everybody's making money. Everybody's talking about money. But do you know there's some sacrifice you need to pay in order to what to get that done? To be earning that big. People are earning in dollars, people are earning in pounds, and you're earning them, but they have done something. They've had someone who mentored them, who guide them on what they need to do to become that analyst, right? Now, what are the things that I need to learn, right? So the things that you need to learn, number one, that we teach our students is what? Problem-solving techniques. So you need to know how to solve problem, right? Let's assume that I have no knowledge on how to solve problem. Trust me, I'll see this data, I'll be looking at this data, that what do I need to do? But because I have this problem-solving techniques, I have looked through the data, I looked at it and I said to myself, Chinyere, these are the things that this organization, if I'm the CEO, these are the things I need to do, right? And in problem solving, we're going to be teaching you data analytics life cycle phases, okay? What are the data analytics life cycle using the QuickStart framework, right? So we're going to be taking you, what are the 5 why techniques using Sakichi Toyota 5 whys. Now, Sakichi Toyota is actually someone who is actually a perfect in problem solving, who has done this before. And he said, before you can solve a problem, you need to what? Ask why 5 times. And we'll be looking at what? SWOT analysis. From there, we move to data, Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel. And we'll be teaching you from very basic, right? This is me telling you what you've been learning in what you'll be learning to become the Microsoft certified data analyst, right? You'll be learning how to solve problem, one, right? Then you need to learn how to use Excel. Now, I was handling class today, and the student said something. He said, Chinyere, let me be very honest with you. Do you know that with your Excel, right? The way you teaching your Excel, do you know that I can get, of course, I can actually get job with this. Organizations are looking for someone who can handle Excel. It's beyond Python now. I know when people start, they will be like, I just want to move to Python. I would just lower them because you need to start somewhere. Okay. Most organizations, they don't even know how to use Python, but then you coming in, becoming you're an Excel expert, you want to show them that everything I can do with your data using Excel, it's possible you can do that. Okay. And then we are going to be teaching you from the very basic, and then we start with what? Basic functions in Microsoft Excel. Right now, for the person that joined our the guy that said something, I would have actually invited him here to speak to you guys. Okay, he said, I have done this training somewhere. I have been using Excel for years, but I never knew that Excel is beyond this. Right, Excel is beyond what I have done so far. Now you're gonna go to what? Intermediate Microsoft Excel. Now, this is beyond the normal Excel that you all know. This is actually Excel for analytics. The things that you need to know about Excel as a data analyst, right? So we are going to be teaching you macro and VBA. Now, if you've done this data analytics program before and you've learned VBA and macro and you are experts, you know how to handle this, kudos to you guys. I mean, kudos, right? But if you've not done that, that's actually what we are going to be teaching you, how to automate your process, okay? How to automate. You see, we use the automation using Microsoft Excel, not Microsoft Power BI. How do I do that using Excel? A lot that you need to do using Microsoft Excel. And you'll be learning data modeling and then DAX in Microsoft Excel. Many people just don't know that there is actually what DAX in Microsoft Excel. You can use DAX, you can do data modeling using Microsoft Excel. And we are going to use 1 month to teach you this. 1 good month to teach you this. Okay, Excel is what? 1 month. Imagine you learning Excel for good 1 month. Come on, guys. You see what you've learned in just 2 hours of this session. 2 hours. Imagine what you'll be learning using 1 month to just handle one software. Then you've become what? Expert using those tools, right? Another thing you'll be learning is what? Microsoft Power BI. Amazing. You've seen amazing thing we done using what? Microsoft Power BI. We'll be teaching the front end and what? The back end. All right, the front end is the desktop that you all know and which we've done, and the back end is just little of it that we touched using the schedule refresher, and that's actually how to automate your process. Is beyond that. I mean, it's so much at that back end. So that's actually what we are going to be teaching you, and then SQL, and this you are going to be learning Microsoft Power BI for good 1 month again. So 1 month. Imagine what you've learned with Power BI in just 2 hours. And then ask yourself, what will you be learning with Power BI in 1 month, right? It simply means after 1 month, you become an expert. You have become an expert. So we are going to be learning Microsoft data SQL, that's a structured query language, okay? Structured query language. You'll be learning it. We go to very basic to intermediate to advanced. We're using 1 month. 1 month. There are some individuals or some people that will tell you that, you know what, you don't need to bother yourself. Data analytics is something you can learn within 5 weeks. Some will tell you that 1 month. I've seen one that says 3 weeks. I was like, come on, guys. 3 weeks is not even enough to learn Excel, right? So imagine you saying that you're going to be learning everything in 1 month and 3 weeks. that's kid, they are kidding you, right? I'm being very honest now. They are kidding you. So you're going to be learning this, okay? Move to from very basic to intermediate to advanced. And then you will be learning how to use ChatGPT. Guys, if you are here and you're a tech person and you don't know how to use ChatGPT, come to Data and Analytics. We teach you how you can use it for everything. Even this thing that we did here, you can use ChatGPT to do that, okay? We'll be teaching you how to use ChatGPT for what? For data analytics. And that's actually what another thing you will be learning with us, okay? Now, another thing again I need you to, take note of are other benefits that you are going to be enjoying as a student of AMDA Analytics. And what are other benefits that you will be enjoying? One, LinkedIn optimization, guys. Now, if you're a tech person and you don't have LinkedIn accounts optimized, standard optimized LinkedIn handle, you will find it difficult to get job. See, I'm not kidding now. I'm not kidding. I'm being very honest, okay? If you want to get that standard job, you want to get that job, that tech job, right? That tech role that if you just hammer this job, it's going to change your financial status. So you need to have a standard LinkedIn optimized, okay? Have your LinkedIn optimized. And that's actually what we are going to be doing for you free of charge. One-on-one LinkedIn optimization that you're going to be having with our experts. Right? Another one is Upwork optimization. I don't know if you're here, you know how to use Upwork. Now, Upwork is actually a platform where tech people like you and I, of course, for those of you that have been following me on LinkedIn, you know that I am an Upwork expert. Okay, I handle that section because I've done Upwork for so many years and I know the in and out of Upwork. Okay, what you need to do to get job, what you need to do to get job. Now, one thing is to acquire these tech skills, which I have mentioned, all right? Another thing is to know how to monetize these tech skills. Yeah, so how do I then monetize it if after learning this thing, what next? That's actually what we do with our students. We teach them how you can monetize these skills using your Upwork account. Upwork is actually a platform where you can, work and you'll be earning in dollars, you'll be earning in pounds, okay? You will be getting that, you paid hourly. Imagine me teaching for 2 hours. If this is Upwork, guys, I know how many dollars that I've actually earned. I'm being very honest. For those of us that know Upwork, you know what I'm saying, right? So that's actually what we do, right? We give you a standard Upwork optimization. Another thing is CV review. Now, if you've gone through training and they've not shared with you that you need to have a CV, a standard CV, they are lying to you, right? They are not helping you, right? These skills, technical skills that you have is one part of, one part that is going to get you that job. But your CV is actually another part that's going to make the the employer to even invite you for a job interview. So you need to have a standard CV, revamped CV, right? And that's actually what we do with our students. We'll be having one-on-one CV review section with you on how you can have a standard CV account, how you can have a standard CV that can get that job interview, and of course, get that job for you. And that's actually another benefit of learning with AMDA Analytics. Now, what are the benefits again? Recommendation letter, reference letter, and of course, you're going to get certified after these things. You will get certification. Now, what does it mean to give you a reference letter, right? I don't know if you ever tried to apply for any job role, and those guys are asking for a reference letter, right? They want to know what you've done in the past, right? Nobody want to hire a newbie, but then trust me, there is magic that we do here. We ask our students to use our name, right? AMDA Analytics as your job experience, okay? Now, if they send to us that, oh, come on, this person sent a message, apply for this job, and then he or she said that he has done this thing before, can you please provide a reference letter? And we are going to be doing that. We do that confirmed, okay? And that's actually one of the things that will make that employer to hire you. right? So of course you will get certified. There's going to be certification at the end of this program. Now, the question is here, okay, how many hours or how many months am I going to be learning this thing that you've all said here, right? You are going to be learning this thing for what? 4 months. 4 months. Now, 3 months for live classes, right? And I told you guys something. You're going to be learning Excel 1 month, Power BI 1 month, SQL 1 month. Imagine you learning all these tools for good one month. You have become an expert, right? So you are going to be learning everything live classes 1 month. And then let me share with you, our programs are project-based. Now, when I say project-based, from the beginning of the program till the end of the program, you start today, you are starting with project, till the end of the program, you are going to get that hands-on project, okay? Just like what we did today, we are going to be working on the real-life case studies, right? So now, looking at this, we are going to be learning for good 3 months. And then none of this program is going to be recorded video. No, it's going to be one-on-one session, just like what I'm doing here. I'm teaching you, I'm sharing my screen, and you are seeing all these things. We are learning together. That's actually what we are going to be doing for good 4 months. Yeah, so nobody's actually going to direct you to go and read any PDF, and nobody's going to record any video and say, okay, guys, go and, we have done this. Just go and watch one video and somewhere. No, it's one-on-one learning, okay? And then 1 month for your custom project. People want to see, what have you done? What have you done? Right? You are a data analyst. I want to see what you've done. Now, people are actually not looking for your certificates. I'm being very honest with you now. People are not looking for your certificate. They are looking for what you've done, the projects, right? The projects you've done. Now, you are going to be building at least 10 portfolio. 10 portfolio. That means you're going to be building. Imagine where you worked on 10 projects as a data analyst. You become an expert. You have become an expert. So you are going to be building 10 good portfolio with what you are going to be learning at the end of everything. Imagine this. You see how this guy is excited. You see the excitement, right? You see how people they carried him, right? That's to show how you as well can be so become like this guy, right? You become that excitement that, oh, I've done this. Yeah. So another thing that you need to take note of, okay? What are the hours of our program? So someone is asking, I've seen this. That's amazing. Now, what are the days of the program? So our programs are just Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays and Sunday, just like today being Saturday. We are here together learning. After all your work from Monday to Friday, you are here trying to upskill, trying to get yourself better. Let me tell you something. When you stop learning, I don't want to use that word, but you all know what I mean, right? So you don't want to die. You want to what? You want to keep on living. You want to keep on being relevant, okay? So the trend now is tech. And of course, one of the in-demand skills in tech is what? Data analytics. Like, guy, no organization, no company that doesn't make use of data. I'm telling you nothing but truth. Any company that makes use of number, they do what? They make use of what? Data, right? So you are going to be what? Learning this thing 5 p.m. every Saturdays to 8 p.m. Now, currently, as I'm speaking with you now, we have all our programs, students having their programs, okay? And then Sundays at the same time, after your short service, go home, relax, eat that rice, stay with your family, and then 5 p.m. you start your program. Then Thursdays, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. We use this time for what we call cash up session. Now, cash up. Okay, cash up section. Now, this cash up session, right, is actually where you will be meeting with your facilitator and with our founder who would be guiding you through on the things that you need to do. Now, I need to be very honest with you. If you've done this thing before, you know that what you need most is what? Mentorship, guidance. You need someone who will hold your hands, right? Who will hold your hand and tell you, guy, this is what you need to do, encourage you, and you can become an expert. And with that encouragement and mentorship, within 4 months, within 4 months, you have become that certified data analyst, right? You have become, and imagine what you've been earning when you are a data analyst, right? I'm going to show you guys something now. I would like us to see something. How much are these guys earning? So how much are this guy earning? So this 1 hour, we just devote it actually to help our students to make sure that everybody are on the same page before moving to another topic, right? So every Thursday, 9 p.m., just 1 hour. Sometimes we take it 1 hour, 30 minutes, actually, I have to be very honest, right? So every Thursdays, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. West African time. So you'll be meeting with what? Catch us. So it simply means that if you didn't understand anything Monday, Saturday, you don't understand Sunday, and you've gone through the video, on Saturday, on Thursday, you meet with our founder, and you will meet with what? Your facilitator, who will be guiding you through on what you need to do to achieve this goal. Right now, I would like to share with you, show you something so amazing, how much these guys are earning as a data analyst. Well, how much are they earning? You want to become a data analyst, right? Guys, probably you're asking, okay, you have heard you, but then how much, is there any job available for me if I become a data analyst? Now let's look at this together. Let's look at this together. So you might want to use any platform, okay? But I want to use just a second, I want to use Lead to show you something. Yeah. So let's look at this together. Okay, just some seconds to reload. Perfect. Now, let's look at what are you looking? I'm looking for a data analyst. Data analyst, right? So where you might say, I don't know where you're looking for, but let's say UK. Oh, all right. Let's say United. Okay, United Kingdom. Right here. So let's search for jobs. Let's search for what? Job. Oh, I didn't type this very well. It's like, it's not possible. I didn't type that very well. So I've done that now. So let's search for jobs. Now let's look at this together. You are in UK. You want to see how much these guys are in. Look at this, right? You can see data analyst, right? How much is this guy's earning? Look at it together. Let's look at it together. This person is what? 38 £38, right? 38,000, not just 38,000 pounds. Now, let's come down. This is actually how much you will be earning. Now, this is not restricted to only those in UK. You can be in Nigeria, you can be in Ghana, anywhere across Africa, and you'll be making this money, right? Just like I told you guys, I'm working for years now. I have never been to any office, right? And I've been in my space, and I have been working for different organizations out there across the globe. I've done businesses with a lot of companies, right? And I've not been there, right? So now let's look at this together. You can see this was uploaded yesterday, right? There is job. It's just you that have not gotten that job skills, right? Now look at this, 32,000 pounds, right, per annum. And I don't know, just convert it to your currency. You know how much these guys are earning. Look at this, right? And then let's come down. Okay. This is because I uploaded my resume here. So that's why you're seeing this 2020, right? So now let's assume that you are someone who likes what I'm doing. You like to teach, you like to impart that knowledge, you have that skills, you have that passion. Like me, I have that passion, like that just me. I have that passion to impart knowledge. Is my joy, right? And you can just see how much you will be earning. That is how much you'll be earning as a facilitator, teaching in those organizations. Now, you don't even need to be there. You just need to sit at the comfort of your home and you'll be making this money, right? So let's look at another, let's use another platform. I'm going to use Total Jobs. Okay, let's look at Total Jobs. So when people are telling me, Chinyere, you see, I've not gotten jobs, so I don't know what's happened. And I was just like, okay, what have you done? Now let's look at this, look at it. data analyst, right? It was posted 2 days ago. How much do you want to pay? This is because I type London here, this is London, right? You can choose any country of your choice, and you can see how much these guys are earning, how much they're going to pay this person. 550 to 650 per day. God of mercy. All right, so let's look at other ones. So this is data analyst loan transformation. So this is how much you're going to be earning per day. So this organization, they are paying per day, right? So they don't want you to wait till the end of the month. So this is how much. So if you open them, you see this is 400 to 65 to 565 per day. Now the question is, what happened? What is hindering you from upskilling? What is hindering you from upskilling? Why not upskill? Why not get that job? Why not get that skills that you need? So when that job role appears, you'll be able to want to apply for it, right? So when people reached out to me and said, okay, I don't know, what is my, what can I do after this training? Or what do you think that I have to do to get these jobs? I'll be like, you need to upskill first. Before you start complaining that there's no job, the question is, what is that technical skills that you have? Nobody, nobody, even you that you're listening to me, you don't want to employ anyone who cannot come into the organization and solve problem, right? So everybody's looking for problem solver. Come into the organization, solve their problem, just extract their data. Imagine what we've done, and imagine you analyzing data just like this for an organization. How much would you be earning? How much you be earning, right? So let's proceed. At least you've seen how much these guys are these guys are earning. A lot you're going to be earning. All you need to do is to get that technical skill, get someone who would hold their hands, you know what, show you that this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And then, just like I've thought about our program, how many days and what you've been learning, right? So this is our training fee. Very cheap. Very cheap. I know some of you are expecting to see something like 500 pounds, right? No, it's very cheap. Very, very cheap, right? So this is the actual amount of our program, and that's what 250,000 naira. If you're paying in naira and if you're paying in dollar, that's 250, right? But now we are on discount. We are running discount now, right? Now, if you are to pay, you can pay 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira. And your first payment, please take note of this, your first payment is 150,000 if you want to. But if you want to pay once, it's not a problem, you can pay once, okay? Your first payment is 150,000 naira, and then you are to balance 50,000 naira 5 weeks, all right? 5 weeks. Now, why we're actually doing this in 5 is for you to see. Within a week, you can actually say that, man, I've gotten value for my money. I have gotten value for my money. A guy that started this program 2 weeks ago, he said something to me today. He said, I applied for a job, and he said it's strictly Excel that these people want to be using, and the interview is in few days time, and we are going to help this guy with what? Job interview preparation. So we are going to prepare him enough to, to handle that job interview, to break that, of course, and get that job role. Imagine. So, and he said something, what I'll be earning after acquiring this skill is huge. And that's just it. So the first payment is what? 150,000 naira. And if you're paying in naira, if you're paying in dollar, and there is what? $150, right? And then to balance 50,000 naira, this is what you are going to use. This chicken money, you're going to use it to what? To upskill yourself and get that financial freedom. And gain that, see that word? Gain that financial freedom. That's actually what you need, right? And these are our account details, right? Our account details. If you are paying in dollar, so this is the account details, right? If you are paying. Now, if I were you, I will just screenshot this, right? I will just screenshot this and start making my payment, right? Just like I said, this payment, this discount, right? It's going to run for just few weeks. I mean, when I say few weeks, are just few days, okay? So the program is starting on 15th. Let me just show you the days of this program is starting. So this is actually amazing testimonies, some of the amazing testimonies of students who has gone to our program, and these guys are doing well in the industry now. So the program is starting on 15th of June. Next cohort is starting on 15th of June. You want to skill yourself, you want to gain that financial freedom, you have to start making your payments, right? So this discount that you're saying here, that we have 200,000 instead of 250,000 naira, it's going to stay till the 10th of June, June 10th, right? So if you want to start, if you pay from 11th of June, right, 11th of June, you are going to pay 250, right, from 11th of June, right, you will pay 250, right? So, and of course, we are not taking that away. You pay 250. Now, if I were you, I'll just make my payments now, right? So the payment is just what, 150,000 naira for your first payment, and then to balance your payment in the next 5 weeks into the program. So I would like to take your questions if you have any question for me. This is time for, is the program virtual? Awesome. Yes, this program is virtual, and you can see how we enjoyed ourselves, right? Now, the amazing thing of virtual training is you don't need to move from the comfort of your home to anywhere. No, you are learning from the comfort of your home. Imagine when I started this program, I asked our students, where are you joining us from? Some said UK, Canada, Lagos, Nigeria, Uyo, Calabar. So this is to show you that there's actually power in virtual training, right? No, you don't need to move from anywhere to anywhere. You need to sit down at the corner at home and be learning. So that's amazing thing about this program. Okay, it's 100% virtual, 100% virtual, and you will get value. I mean, 100% value for your money. And when we say it, we mean it, right? You can check us out on all our social media handles and see the amazing, especially LinkedIn, and see the amazing things that our students are doing, right? Our students are doing. So if you want to ask questions, I don't know, let's take this moment now, ask your questions, and then let's proceed with another thing I want to show you guys. So just for some minutes now, let's take questions. So just use the raise up hand icon. I'll take your question, I'll call your name, and you will ask your question, okay? There's something you want to ask me. Shinyere, I do not understand this. How can I achieve this? Right? How can I achieve this? So this is time for you to ask your questions. Just like I said, I've shown you the benefits. I don't know what else I need to show you. Now, yeah, there's something I need to show you guys. If you mix any of the training, are you going to, I mean, I was actually expecting, are you going to get the recording after each program? And the answer is what? Yes. And not just you getting the recording, it's actually what? Lifetime access. When I say lifetime access, it simply means that that program, all the materials are going to be on that platform till any time of your choice, you get access to it, okay? So let me show you guys something. That's actually that's what we call Google Classroom, okay? So this is Google Classroom. Okay, this is where we store all our materials, right? Now, when we say that you're going to have lifetime access to this, it simply means that what? You are going to get all the materials. Even after your classes, you can get all the materials. So let's put this. So for you to see that even if it says till the banking.com, you're going to get it, right? So let's look at this together. So this was posted September 2023. So let's see if that videos are still there or not. So let's look at it together. September 2023, that was posted. And you can see the videos are still there. So you're going to have lifetime access to all our materials, even when you missed any of our classes, you get lifetime access to them, right? So all the materials, all the videos will be recorded here. Just like I told you guys that if we want to start, we start with what? Problem solving. You need to know how you can solve a problem. You need to know how you can. So I want to show you guys some probably on ongoing cohorts, right? So this guys here, So you can see, sorry. So let's look at it together. You see, of course, first thing that you need to have is what onboarding session, where we meet with you, we guide you through on how you can get all the softwares installed and what you need to do to get started. Okay, so the first thing we do with you is what we have the onboarding session with you, and after that we start with what you can see it here, problem solving. Problem solving, just like I told you guys, that's the first thing that you need to learn. And all the materials for all our classes are always on the platform. You can come here and then take them and practice any time of your choice. So you can see, just like I told you guys, we used to have drop-in section, or you call it catch-up session, where you can meet with your tutor, right? You can see it here, right? So and then I told you guys about LinkedIn optimization. So this is Excel presentation 2, right? So and we show that thing again. So you can see they worked on their Excel custom project. Now this Excel was handled more than 7 times. I mean more than 7 times, because of all other cash up sessions that we do have. And this was what their LinkedIn optimization. Their LinkedIn optimization. And if you go to other people, you can still see their LinkedIn, their Upwork, and all of that. So these people now, they've not had their Upwork section, okay? Just like we said, and everything we've said here, we are going to teach you, right? So let's look at these people. So you can see mentorship sections. We used to have mentorship section, right? So let's go to their, see if they've always said here. You can see SQL drop-in. So this is how to build portfolio. So we teach you how to build portfolio, different parts of actually different website you can use. You can do portfolio website. You can actually do another another portfolio, how to build another portfolio. Okay, so we'll show you how to do that, because everybody want to see all that you've done. They want to put it together, so you can see Upwork optimization. Look at it together, Upwork optimization. All right. And another thing again is what other things you can see Upwork LinkedIn optimization 1. Simply means they did it 2 times. Okay. And all that we said that we are going to teach you, we are going to teach you there. So if you don't mind, I would like you to share or to ask your question now. So guys, ask your question. If you have any question, ask us your question. Wow, no question. That's amazing. Okay, if there is no question, then we can call it a night, okay? We can call it a night. But I want to believe that you've all learned something today. You've learned something. Be honest. So just share with me. Share with me. Type it yes or no. Well, it has actually been yes. And if you don't mind, so let's just take a little selfie, all right? Let's just take a little selfie. You can share, just turn on your video if you don't mind. Turn on your video, let's see you. I learned a lot. That's great. That's actually what I want to hear. I learned a lot. That's amazing. Yes, from Shika, right? So if you don't mind, you want to take a selfie with me. Now I've seen you have seen my face, right? And I would like it. Can we get the recorded version, please? Just like I said, if you have filled the attendance sheet, you will get it, okay? And you've stayed to the end of this program, you are going to get that that I'm going to share the attendance again. So for those that didn't fill it before, so just fill the attendance, right? So I'll share that again here. So all you need to do is just to fill it and we'll get the, please, if you have not done it before, I would like you to do that now. Yeah. Thanks very much for that. You're welcome. You're welcome for that. Yes, I can see Mr. Leo. All right, guys. So if you don't mind, just turn on your video. Let's see ourselves, okay? Let's see ourselves. And of course, you can follow me up on LinkedIn. My name is Chinyere Chukwuka. You can follow me up on LinkedIn to see the amazing thing that we are helping the community to do. We are helping individuals. Wow, that's great. I'm seeing myself there. Oh, amazing, amazing. Okay, I'm seeing myself there. That's great. Oh my God. So I'm the one on that big screen. That's great. I'm actually a celebrity. All right, I'm a celebrity. For me to be on that big screen, wow, that's amazing. Thanks for that, Mr. Leo. So, guys, if you want to share something, you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask your questions. And yes, Oluwa, yeah, I can see you, boss. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. I can see you. That's great. That's great. I can see you. I can see you. Guys, if you want me to see you now, you guys have seen me now. If you want me to see you, don't mind. Turn on your video. Yes, Akolede. So I don't know, I can't pronounce that very well. But that's I can see you. Oh ma, I can see you guys. I can see you, sir. Good evening, sir. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's great. Yeah. Onyewumi, Collins, I can see you guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thanks for joining us. Thanks. Yeah, thumbs up, guys. All right. So guys, if there is no question again, and I've seen that most of people, I've seen a lot of people now. Well done, nice job. Great. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I really appreciate that. I'm happy that you all enjoyed today's. Yes, Damilola, thumbs up, guy. So I'm happy that you all enjoyed today's section. But then imagine what you've been learning in 1 month. Please send me your email. All right. So my personal email. Okay, I'm gonna send the company's email here so that you can share with the companies. amdanalytics@gmail.com. Okay, so that was actually the company's email. So, but if you want to see my personal email, I don't mind. I'll share my personal email. So my personal email is gift 414@gmail.com. Okay, so that's my personal email. So I've shared 2 emails now. The analytics. Yeah, that's the analytics email. You want to speak with the analytics straight. I want to speak with me straight. Perfect. You of course just speak with me, right? Send a message and I will respond. Okay. So guys, thumbs up, guys. I really enjoyed today's section. Trust me, I enjoyed it. And it's gonna be an amazing one. Next week, Saturday. You want to see how you can use ChatGPT prompts. I don't know. I'm excited. To be very honest, I'm excited and I can't wait to have that section. I can't wait to be there and be seeing the amazing faces, okay? You want to see how you can use ChatGPT prompts to build dashboard, to build analysis. Join us again next week, Saturday, 6 p.m. You'll be seeing our chat on the WhatsApp group. Please, if you're not on the WhatsApp group, send me a message. Send me a message and I will add you, right? I will add you to the WhatsApp group. That's actually where we share all our information, right? So guys, thanks for joining us and then do have a great night. We want you to register. We want you to enjoy this thing that others are enjoying. Tech bros are enjoying. Why not? You too can enjoy that, okay? See you guys. Thumbs up, everyone. Bye.